Mr. Ickes.
Well, what's the saying? I rise in opposition, but I'll sit. I've already stated my views on this, and I represent Senator Clinton in this regard. We find it inexplicable that this body that is supposedly devoted to rules is going to fly in the face of, other than for our affirmative action rules, the single most fundamental rule in the delegate selection process. That is fair reflection. It is, as I said earlier this morning, in my view, analogous to the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. It is that fundamental and that bedrock. This motion will hijack, remove 4 delegates won by Hillary Clinton, and most importantly, reflect the preferences of 600,000 Michigan voters. This body of 30 individuals has decided that they're going to substitute their judgment for 600,000 voters. And that's what I call democracy.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak?
There's been a lot of rhetoric during this meeting about.
Sorry, I thought you were through.
There's been a lot of rhetoric during this meeting about democracy and on and on and on. I am stunned that we have the gall and the chutzpah to substitute our judgment for 600,000 voters. Was the process flawed? You bet your ass it was flawed. It's hard to find an election in the United States that isn't flawed. Did a lot of people not vote? You bet your ass a lot of people didn't vote. Look at the voting stats. You want to say something, Mr. Dawson? Look at the voting stats. This country has one of the lowest participation rates of democracies around the world. That is not an excuse. I've never heard that advanced as an excuse to overturn elections, to substitute the judgment for the voters. Hell, we wouldn't have, I don't think one election would stand the test that has been laid down here. As Don Fowler has eloquently last night, and as more wine was consumed, the more eloquent he became, pointed out that this is in the charter. This is not a bylaw. This is in the highest document of our party. This is in the Constitution of our party. Fair reflection. You cannot take delegates from one candidate and give to another. Not only will this motion hijack 4 delegates from Mrs. Clinton, it will take 55 delegates from uncommitted status, which is a recognized presidential status under our Constitution, and convert them to Barack Obama. So I'm going to vote against the motion, and I hope others join me. Finally, there's been a lot of talk about party unity. Let's all come together, wrap our arms around each other. I submit to you, ladies and gentlemen, that hijacking 4 delegates, notwithstanding the flawed aspect of this, is not a good way to start down the path of party unity. Finally, one final word. Mrs. Clinton has instructed me to reserve her rights to take this to the Credentials Committee.
Madam Chair, call the